Hi, happy Friday. It is currently January 23rd and I am done with work for the day. Today I am going to enjoy some omakase at Zeppelin, this restaurant in DC, to celebrate the fact that I did my ceremony to be sworn in as an attorney to the bar this week. So I'm really excited. One of my goals for this year was frankly just to do even more omakase. I just love it. So my mindset is, why not do it more? I also feel like omakase is just such a elevated culinary experience, and I'm like, yeah, I need more of that. So I'm going to get ready and put on a face mask, take a shower, put on a cute little outfit, and then head over to the restaurant. I'm looking like how I was looking on my New Year's Eve vlog, but this clay mask is very powerful. Okay, we have the face on. This is our outfit. You know, something calm and chic. Little black dress with the stockings because it's a little chilly. And then my go-to boots. Oh my gosh. These boots, I was such a genius when I bought them back in college. They're just like so sexy and chic and they go with everything. This dress is from Macy's, diesel bag. I'm feeling really zen today. I had a very calm work day. I went to the grocery store because there is a winter storm coming, so I'm stocking up on the food, but I also thought I would take the metro to get to the restaurant. We're running a little bit behind schedule, so that's not happening, but we are gonna call an Uber, so you'll see me there.
Possibilities. Yet too often this infuriates and is met with pain in our feet, knees, and back. Does that sound like you? Then it's time to check out the Good Feet store. One of our recent customers, a photographer named Ellie, found relief.
I mean, blowing up a It is, but blowing up.
This one is horse mackerel,
fried chicken sandwich,
snapper, and honestly I forgot which one they explained this one to be, but it all looks really good.
Spice left last night.
Striped jack.
Do we have enough?
I am blanking. And then snapper, I think. This is a type of white fish with horseradish. Yummy.
I never know. Oh, I remember telling us it.
I definitely know. So this is regular salmon. This is king salmon. And this is salmon belly that's been seared in chili oil. Wow. Ah. That was even better than the first one. A salmon belly and it being seared with the chili oil. That was insane. I'm sitting in front of the chef's bar and I'm kind of like, I should become a sushi chef. And I'm also obsessed with sushi, so maybe my next life. So we have the salmon roe with quail egg. Then we have scallops. And then we have sea urchin. and they informed me I should get salmon roe, scallop, and then sea urchin because of the fishiness of the taste. So let me try it. The quail egg on top with the salmon roe. It's genius. I love. The lime and the wasabi together kicked me a little bit, but that was, I've never tasted scallops so fresh. Okay. I'm trying to put a little bit of wasabi on the sea urchin, but I don't want it to fall apart. Sea urchin really tastes like the ocean in a good way. It's super fresh. This is the bluefin tuna. This is the medium fatty tuna. And then this is the fatty tuna. So this one is a fatty tuna handle with scallion and ponzu. So this is a layered beef cake with mango filling. Chocolate ice cream. This one is complimentary because I know that I just got sworn in. Very sweet of them. It is cold as fuck outside. It's windy. The storm is literally coming this weekend, but I'm kind of just like acting like it's not. That was spectacular. Whenever I do like just cool experiences like that, I'm just like, I need to keep making money so I can keep doing cool stuff like that. I finally understand what I want to do with my life. I just want to do cool, fun stuff. Hey, apartment. That was just lovely. Like, the service was so amazing. And when I came in, they were so sweet. I indicated on my reservation that I was celebrating getting sworn in, and they gave me a free glass of wine, which super sweet. I did eventually send it back because I am not drinking indefinitely. So it was really tempting though. I was like, yeah. I thought about it. I really did think about it, but I sent it back. And I'm glad I did. I've been drunk since like beginning of December, and I'm trying to keep the ball rolling on that and other vices. It was an 8-course omakase, starting off with the whitefish, yellowfish, salmon, tuna, and then they had some cool, oh my gosh, that salmon roe with the quail egg, and then the sea urchin too. What the hell? What the hell? And then I had a fatty tuna hand roll, and then the miso soup was like the final course, and then they gave me a dessert, and then they also gave me a complimentary like chocolate ice cream scoop because they knew I was celebrating, and they were really nice about that. Like, a couple of people came up to me from the staff and was like, oh, like, we understand that you're celebrating being sworn in, like, congratulations. I was like, thank you guys very much. That was really nice, and it was just a vibe. I was just like recording my meal, obviously. I didn't record the chef actually doing his thing because he wasn't only like making my dishes, he was also making like dishes for pretty much the whole restaurant, and also like because it wasn't like a designated omakase area where everybody's there for the purpose of omakase, like I didn't really feel comfortable reporting him, and he seemed a little bit stressed. So I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna stare at you while you work, but I'm just gonna focus on recording my meals. I essentially had a pretty good seat at the chef's bar where I could like see pretty much like everything he was making, and I kind of just like got engrossed, and I was just like staring at him making the sushi, and then somebody would come up and be like, oh, here's the next course, this is da da da, and I'd be like, oh, thank you. I don't even mess with chocolate, let alone chocolate ice cream like that, but it was so freaking good. And then the little gold splecks, like, yeah. The one waiter that was serving me was really good about explaining like what fish was what, and also telling me the order to eat each sushi piece in. And it just reminded me of when I went to Japan and I did my sushi making class with a sushi chef, and it was just such a cool experience. We went to the fish market, quite literally, like sliced up the sushi, made our own wasabi, seared certain pieces. Like, it was so cool. Yo, it would be fun to be a sushi chef. That'll be my next profession. Or maybe I should make a sushi restaurant, like a really high-end sushi restaurant. The trim was so needed, and I cannot wait to see her when she's dry. We are finger coiled up. So cute. I love the look of finger coils like 5 days in, and I really like the fact that I'm gonna be snowed in, so there's not gonna be too much manipulation on my hair, and the style is gonna last a while. I really don't have anything going on until I have my massage later. They did an amazing job. What a great natural hair salon. I was worried that it was gonna take forever to detangle my hair, because usually it does, given that I am a very processed girly, but that wasn't the case. I'm also just really grateful to have a trim. Like, your hair just feels so much better after having a trim. My God. My hands are cold, so I am going to turn this off now. Hi, I'm back in my apartment now. Oh my gosh, it was cold outside. This is my hair. It is so cute and healthy and no split ends. I love it. I love it for me. I am going to cook this like beef vegetable medley that I saw on Instagram. So let's get into that. I'm also just like in love with how quickly my appointment went on. Like, the girls know with certain salons, like, you get there, first of all, you're waiting for maybe up to 30 minutes to get just seated, and then like the appointment just goes on forever. Nope, we finished up by like 11:30. This was the best salon I've been to in a while. Wow. And the stylist was so great. We were having such a great conversation. We were talking about how miserable people compound their misery by like expecting all situations to be terrible before they've even walked into a room, and then that nasty energy just naturally projects onto other people, so they get the energy back that they're expecting. It's like, yeah, like if you go into a space expecting people to be like nasty and rude to you, you're already like energetically on guard. So like, maybe loosen up a bit. I need to do laundry, which I should probably do laundry now while we still have the power. I don't know. They said it would be snowing by now too. It's sunny, not a cloud in the sky. So what's the truth? I'm delirious off of the cold, I think. Okay, it needs to stop now. Okay, I've gotten to a point in the cooking where the food looks pretty. I just need to add the olives and then I'll be completed with the dish. She is very vibrant. Also, I can't tell if my SD card is saying I only have 2 minutes left. What does that mean? Don't say that to me. Switch SD cards, but I have since added the olives. I just finished eating, but I'm currently watching Traders on Peacock. This show is so good. Ooh, Lisa looks cunty in that fit. I'm on the episode where they just voted off Ron. Also, the fact that they were hung up on Ron for so long was such a waste of their time. Like, they're kind of dumb. Rob, why did you vote Lisa? I wouldn't trust you either if I was a traitor. The fact that nobody has put Candace's name out there is kind of crazy. But I feel like Lisa, like in terms of her strategy, she should have continued being her out there, outspoken self. And then Colton wouldn't have been on her ass, which like, he's kind of right. I mean, he was just like throwing shit at the wall and seeing what stuck. But with Lisa, clearly like he's accurate. We are going to go to CVS. I love CVS. Honestly, like if you know me in real life, you know that like I be in CVS all the time. They just have everything. And one thing about me, I am an Extra Care Pass card holding member and I use my coupons, baby. I am wearing a Virginia Beach hoodie because I love wearing clothes with my name on it. And I'm also wearing my furry boots that I got in Philly. And then this coat. I've had this coat for like 2 years, so I'm like, it's just my go-to winter coat. But whenever I step out on the streets with this coat, like everybody always comments on it. I'm like, ladies. What did I say? Someone else complimented me on the coat. This is what I got. Need to stock up on paper towels. One thing I like to have handy in my purse is just like pocket tissues because it's really cold outside. And when I step out in the cold, I get a little runny nose usually. And I like to wipe my nose, not on my hands or on my gloves. So how funky. So they didn't have flashlights, but they did have candles, and they literally kept the candles behind the cashier counter. They said, listen, we know you people like to tussle, so. And this one is vanilla cinnamon brulee. I haven't had a candle in a while. I've been on my incense and essential oil diffuser wave for a while, so I haven't really bought candles. This smells yummy. I wanted something like cozy, so vanilla cinnamon brulee felt fitting. I'm about to finish the pack that I have, but I got some lashes. Kiss is pretty much like my go-to false lash brand, and I feel like especially this So Wispy product line, the band is just so thin and comfortably sits on your eyes, and it just looks so pretty. I feel like I have gotten asked quite a bit if I'm wearing lash extensions when I have these on, and I'm like, no. And then also spray on deodorant. Degree always like gets me right. Degree just like has such a perfect powdery scent that like neutralizes anything, and it works well for me. The lilies are slowly blooming. Y'all, I am about to head to the massage spa. I'm really excited. We are going to make it out into the terrain. It has not yet started snowing. It's not going to until tomorrow, so that's awesome for us. Put it in my Louis bag. Let's go. Wow. Feel kind of out of it because I was transported to another world, but that was a really good massage. I got their like 60-minute long signature massage, and then I also added hot stones. The hot stones felt so good. The smooth texture of the stones, that just felt really good. My target areas were honestly just like my upper back, shoulders, base of my neck. And I am an attorney, right? So I sit down in a chair quite a bit. And when you're sitting in a chair all day, your back can be susceptible to hunching. And honestly, I feel like posture is something that I've been working on for honestly like most of my life. And I have to be like very conscious about like putting my shoulders back. And the masseuse was like, yeah, I can like tell because your shoulders are a bit like more rounded as opposed to like they're supposed to poke out a little bit more like backwards. Maybe to fix my shoulders, I should also tap into the physical therapy route. I feel like when you think of physical therapy, you only think of like having like going to the PT after you've had an injury, but I don't think it necessarily has to get to the point of like an actual injury before you can take care of your body in that way, especially like because these little habits we do with our body, like slouching and like making our neck jut out whenever we're using our phones, right? Like over time that can compound into a injury. So I am thinking of incorporating regular massages into my just life routine because you don't realize like how much tension you're holding in your body until someone like needs it out of you. So that was really good. I'm feeling very zen, if you can't tell from the tone of my voice. We just finished our workout. I feel a little conflicted about this workout because the masseuse pointed out that like my shoulders are rounded. I felt very self-conscious in the moment, like while I was doing my yoga poses of if I was hunching forward, which honestly is, I think, a good thing because unless like you're being told to quite literally hunch your shoulders to expand your shoulders, like you shouldn't be hunching really. But I guess because my awareness was on like my shoulder positioning, I just started like going off into a thought spiral of like, oh God, like, do I have to start from ground zero in terms of like working out and like flexibility and strength training to account for the fact that I tend to round, but also I feel like that added awareness is good. It just further improves my form and it makes it so I'm less susceptible to injuries so that I can actually feel the stretches or the workouts in the places where they're meant to be felt. I feel like for me, like working out isn't even always about, yeah, like pumping the heart and getting the blood running. Sometimes it is, but I feel like for me, it's also an intellectual exercise in learning my body and learning what things are hard for my body, where am I holding tightness. I learn new things about myself every day. Every day, you gotta learn something new. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I'm really tired, and it's only 10:40. It's a Saturday night. Early night in. Deadass, if you don't get uncomfortable, you will never grow. If you stay doing the same old shit and not learning any new information about yourself or surrounding circumstances, nothing fucking changes. Have some grapes. Check out my Labubu sweatshirt. The gag is I got on the Labubu train before anybody in the West, and let me tell you how. I got this sweatshirt in like fall 2024 when I was in Taiwan. I went to the wholesale market and I was just buying clothes, and I saw this sweatshirt and I just thought it was cute as fuck. Plus, I really liked the color. I don't know if you can tell, but I like the color pink. I didn't know the significance of Labubus. Like, I think I looked it up for a moment once I got back to my hotel room and I saw that they were like one of those mystery box toy brands. I'm gonna check a couple of my notifications and then take my ass to bed. No lie, I just sit back and watch my vlogs and I'm always just so satisfied. I'm like, fuck, this is so good. This past vlog, I'm really proud of because I feel like it's so cinematic. And that's when I also like officially got my tripod. So I was able to record some videos of me walking about, you know what I'm saying, in the scenery. Yeah. When I start like directing music videos and movies in the future, like don't be like, oh my god, I never expected this. Yes, the fuck you did. Okay. The girl is a videographer and a cinematographer. Why am I on LinkedIn on a Saturday night? Because I care about my professional future, that's why. Hey, happy Sunday. The snow did come. It is still snowing. When I woke up, it kind of seemed like it was hailing outside. I am about to do another yoga sesh. I just did like an hour of editing some vlog footage. Right now I'm editing the footage of my time in Macau, and it's just like such a pleasurable, nostalgic experience for me, like going through the clips of my travels and being like, oh my god, I remember when I was walking down this street. And I'm just really proud of myself for like really putting in a good effort to like create these clips, because now Virginia from 2 years later is the person that's like editing the footage. And just like I'm feeling pretty good post like massage still, so I want to keep this like fluidity with my body going. This is what we're about to fuck up. This is like my favorite part, adding the coconut. This is the dim for the evening.